Thank you guys for tuning in to Spiritual Beauty Ministry. So the word that God has placed upon my spirit is coming from the book of Acts, chapter 9, okay? And so I'm not going to read you guys the full story, but I will give you guys a synopsis just so we can get into the word, okay? So what's taking place right now is that Saul is on his way to go persecute the Christians, okay? On his way to Damascus to go and persecute the Christians, okay? But then he has an encounter with the Lord, and he knocks him to his knees, and then the voice begins to speak to him, and he says, Saul, why do you Saul, why do you persecute me? Then it says, get up. The Lord tells Saul to get up. And he says that you will be told he said, get up and go to the city and you will be told what you must do. Get up and go to the city and you'll be told what you must do. It's amazing how Saul was going his own direction, but when God stepped in and gave instructions, it changed the situation. Saul was going his own direction, but when God stepped in with instructions, it changed the situation. So that is what God is also saying to you, is that right now, when God says that when he steps in with the instructions, it is going to change your situation. It's going to change your situation. It's going to send it a different direction, okay? It's going to send it a different direction. Now I'm going to keep on reading, okay? So when it says, so Saul, when he finally gets up from the ground after the Lord has finished speaking to him, it says that he gets up and he's unable to see. God has now taken away his sight, okay? And so in this moment, he has no choice but to trust God with where God is sending him, because he cannot see, and all he have in his moment is to trust the voice of God that's leading him, okay? And so God goes to Ananias, a man of God, and he tells him, I need you to go and place your hands upon this man named Saul. Okay, I have sent him to this place. Go place your hands upon this man named Saul and restore his sight. Now, Ananias is fighting with doing this because Saul, he has a reputation for persecuting Christians and doing other evil stuff, whatever. And so, but God says, I don't care what you don't want to do. I don't care what you think about who he is. I have given you instructions. God wants to know that he is going to override what they don't want to do. Because when he steps in and give them an encounter, they're going to have to abide by the instructions that he gives them for you, which is to help you. He's going to override what they don't want to do. And when he steps in, they're going to have to abide. They have to abide by the instructions that he gives them concerning you. Okay. And so when Ananias comes into the room and he places his hands upon Saul and he says, Saul, Jesus, who had appeared to you on the road, okay, when you was coming here, he has sent me to you. And it says that when he touched him, the scales from Saul's eyes immediately fell off and he was able to see. Okay. And so what God is also saying is that the person that's coming to you, that when he gives them the instructions on specific instructions on helping you, they're going to come to you with specific things that God has given them about your situation that is going to change the direction. Okay. When God gives them the instructions concerning you, they are going to come with specific things concerning your situation that is going to change the direction. Okay. And so God is going to trust them with I look at it as your wounds. He's going to trust them with your wounds to bring forth to you a word. He's going to trust you with your wounds to bring forth to you a word. And the things that they're going to come to you about is going to be things that God and you have only spoken about, or things that God has shown to you in secret. God has given to you in vision. God has given to you in dreams. They are going to come when they come to you, and you have this path that when they come across your path, it is going to bring confirmation that God has sent them to you. Another thing too, when God has sent Saul, okay, to where he was, and he had to wait. What I noticed is that God gave Ananias the vision. No, God gave Saul the vision before he gave Ananias the instructions. God gave Saul the vision before he gave Ananias the instructions. God's going to give you the vision of it before he gives him the instructions to it. He's going to give you the vision of it before he gives you the instructions to it. God is one of you. When God gives you the vision of it, it's to hold you until the thing that God, until the destiny helper that God is sending to you is to come and help you. So God's going to give you something to hold on to until that situation changes for you. And that's it. And when God gives you that vision, it's going to keep you. You're going to have, at that moment, you're going to have nothing but God's voice leading you, because right now you're in a moment to where you're not going to be able to see how the situation is going to work itself out. Like how Saul, he couldn't see his way out of this, and you may not be able to see your way out of it, but what you are going to have is what God has shown you in a secret place, what God has shown you in vision and in dreams of what that situation was going to be. And then all you're doing right now is waiting for that thing to manifest itself. And so when God gives them the instructions, it is going to bring forth to you your situation is going to be brought into a new direction. Your situation is going to be brought into a new direction. And God is wanting you to know that their instructions are about to, when he gives them their instructions, it's going to change your situation. Okay. And God has already told someone about your need, and he has already put your help in their hands, as well as the instructions of what they are to do for you. Okay. And God said that the instruction that he gives them is going to bring forth the confirmation. Okay. When he gives them the instructions and they come to you, like I said before, it is going to bring confirmation to the vision and the dreams that God has already shown you and spoken to you in that secret place. All right. So when they come to you, you're going to know that God has sent them to you based upon the specific that they give about your situation concerning you, because God's going to give them insight to your situation, and that's when they're going to come in with the help that you're needing. Okay. So be on the lookout, because God is going to send you people that are called destiny helpers to help you in your time of need, okay? To help you in your time of need. And they are going to help you with that situation so that you can get moving. Because when Saul eyes were able to be now able to see, he was able to go to the next thing that God called him to do. Okay. So it's going to be a 2-for-1 that God does for you. He's going to come in and he's going to bring healing to your situation. And then he's going to get ready to promote you to elevation. Okay. So what you are in right now, do not despise this wait, because God is saying that your destiny helpers are on their way. Until next time, the instructions are coming. So do not get weary. Okay. You guys be blessed.